What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Christian. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Christian, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah, right now off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as the fan. BTBTV, we're not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah, hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people dirt on your name.
Man, what shoes you gave them?
Broke your back for them and they
got the nerve to play you.
Kick raps, door all pushed and shove my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be off.
Rewind. Yo, Preston, New Jersey, BTBTV.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Christian. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there.
Cross.
Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BTBTV. Christian, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah. Right now off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah, hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share.
Nice,
no, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick in your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps over, all pushed and shove my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV. Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Yo, we got a show for y'all today. We got a show for y'all today. We're going to get it in. My little brother Christian blessing us as we get started. Mr. Execution.
Show him how we do this,
bro.
man.
BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat.
Yeah.
BTBTV.
One more time
Time
for
for
y'all
y'all in the back. Y'all slow niggas.
Right. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo. Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke.
Some Cali shit today too. You might want to get on this live, bro.
I gotta post. I wake up every day.
Might want to hit that link, boy.
Dollar notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like holocaust. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload. Say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okey-doke. We don't go for that. Another tale from the street. That's the horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street. Homicide the folks who want to play to them guns scream. Adios. Another tale from the street. Black Mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like a show. These kids be acting to their life, movie curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666s, the devil on his shoulder won a death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their bang stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, different horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folk who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, Black Mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV. It's the movement, man. You're born, let's get them. Let's get them.
Today, peace and grand rise and peace to the 5% nations, guys and earths. Salam alaikum, hamdulillah, rahmatullah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Shout out to my boy Cross, the plug. Shout out to John Muhammad, who come to my boy Big E, Mr. Execution, my queen, Mrs. BTBTV, Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy Mr. Smith coming through probably, you know what I mean? My boy P. White, UK BTBTV General is in the building. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? We got Wax Storm Mike coming through, checking it out. But yo, also I want to shout out my other little bro. Salute to him. Salute to my boy E. Scott, my little bro, man. You come through. I want everybody to be on this topic, bro. And Big E, you need to hit that link, bro. We talking about one of your Cali OGs. Nino Cappuccino. Double OG bounty hunter blood, too. Yeah, we on his ass today, boy. Matter of fact, I'm going to start the show off for him. So I hope everybody come through and check it out, man. We're about to get busy. We're gonna look at this right here. Let's go. This is fair use.
What's up, people? It's all good. Triple OG, aka original. That's right, original. All I want y'all to know is this. I've been checking out how everybody getting exposed about all this rat and snitching. But guess what? We're gonna expose everybody. And that's how I get out. And we ain't gonna do no picking and choosing. We're gonna expose.
But Louis wasn't the only defendant to give a statement. So did Curtis Johnson.
Someone in the group said, nah, they've already killed 2 people already and nobody's done anything about it. Let's go over there and shoot up the whole family. Said Renzi had a shotgun, he had a .38. Bob.
So, you know, this is the prosecutor, you know, saying what Nino Cappuccino had told in his statement, allegedly, you know, but OG Frog, you know, from Bounty Hunter actually said that this is what another dude had told him by the name of Wee Wee, who was actually mentioned by this prosecutor as having a firearm. Nino Cappuccino was describing which gun each member, you know, was carrying the day they carried out their attack on the Hawkins, you know. And Frog said, you know, he was told this by Wee Wee, who was one of the dudes who was actually a member, a participant, you know, in San Quentin State Prison. And Nino Cappuccino had been punished.
The statement that the brother made, number one, he was telling the detectives what kind of firearms the homies had when they were shooting across the street. That's the statement that he made. I've been knowing this since the thumbnail. My thumbnail is San Quentin, 1985.
Let's talk about San Quentin.
Well, let me tell you about San Quentin. Number one, it's a blessing that Nino Cappuccino made a detour to Folsom instead of Quentin, because he did. If we would have found out, that wouldn't have been swept under the rug at Quentin, brother. We don't play that, brother. We are not sympathizers of people who get on national TV.
Salute,
and
bro.
Salute.
Salute.
Like that back in 1985. And I already knew
Born,
that
you
whatever
there?
you said,
I'm right here, bro. Salute.
it had to be detrimental. But he was blessed enough to go down
Salute,
there.
bro. Salute. You hear me?
Born, salute. What it do?
I'm grinding. I'm great, man. You know I gotta get to this content, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you, bro. I do not fool with Nino like that. I don't even watch his content, bro. I don't like for me personally, I don't like the way he came on to the internet, man. He came on being real disrespectful.
You facts, bro. Facts.
To East Coast cats.
Yeah, indeed, bro. And I see that's why I'm going at this nigga too, because you doing all that gangster talk, and now we see you testifying, nigga. Yeah, Nino snitch. Most of the Ninos are snitches, yo. Nino Brown, Nino Cappuccino.
Well, see, that's why they got people like you born after that. I didn't really even try to go into his background. I was like, all right, dude, that's some clown shit. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's like, dude, you can't, bro. You can even ask CK, bro, because that's what he was really going at them. It's like, bro, you can't be disrespectful like that, man. You know what I'm saying? People do what they do in their neck of the woods, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be a nigga from out here. I mean, I understand what he was trying to say. Like, okay, you took sets from out here and then y'all doing y'all thing out there. But it's like, bro, you can't be disrespectful with that. And, to me, he was highly disrespectful. And nigga was kind of trying to do a little damage control like that. Like, hold up, bro, like we talked about last time. Like, bro, that East-West thing was some real shit, bro. And it took some years for that to really die down. So, you know what I'm saying? For him to get on this internet and be disrespectful the way he was, it was like, come on, bro, Nino, come on with that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? That kind of really turned the nigga off, bro. That really did. I'm like, man, all that wasn't even necessary. Everybody niggas act like everywhere ain't got no hitters. That's why I was, with that robbery, like with PNB Rock and dudes that came out here and got robbed and killed. I'm not saying it's cool, but bro, you subject to get robbed and killed in all 52 states. It really don't matter where you are, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like niggas in LA just is robbing niggas. Niggas act like niggas ain't never got robbed in New York. Ain't never got robbed in New Jersey. Ain't never got robbed in Texas.
Hey, bro, we're gonna stick to the topic right now.
Oh yeah.
Listen to this shit, yo. Listen to this shit, bro. Listen to this shit, please. This shit crazy.
On there with Peabody now and Folsom, and they was having a little war in the hole. The bounty hunters and the UBN was going back and forth, and being that was going on, then nobody had even a chance to think about. I check it out. Listen to this. I got the man in the background snitching, telling on my homeboy Wee Wee, talking about what kind of gun he had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was on the thumbnail. Yeah, Greedy Weedy from Lot Boy. Yeah, we was in Quentin together. He couldn't have came through there with Wee Wee on the yard. Because we would have gave him up. We would have had lunch with him for real. 1985.
So, you know, this.
Yeah.
Anything about it. Let's go.
Yeah, Born, all that really turned the nigga off, man. I didn't like all that, dude. I didn't like all
wasn't
that.
the only defendant to give a statement. So did Curtis
Yo,
Johnson.
Ja, look at this nigga, Curtis Johnson.
Someone in the group said, nah,
Peace.
they've already killed 2 people already, and nobody's
Nino
done anything
Cappuccino,
about
Curtis
it.
Johnson.
Let's go over there and shoot up the whole family. Said Red's had a shotgun, he had a 38. Bob had.
So, you know, this is a prosecutor, you know, saying what Nino Cappuccino had told in his statement, allegedly, you know, but OG Frog, you know, from Bounty Hunter actually said that this is what another dude had told him by the name of Wee Wee, who was actually mentioned by this prosecutor as having a firearm. Nino Cappuccino was describing which gun each member, you know, was carrying. They carried out their attack on the Hawkins, you know, and Frog said, you know, he was told this by Wee Wee, who was one of the dudes who was actually a member, a participant, you know, in San Quentin State Prison. And Nino Cappuccino had been punished.
The statement that the brother made, number one, he was telling the detectives what kind of firearms the homies had when they were shooting across the street. That's the statement that he made. I've been knowing this since the thumbnail. My thumbnail is San Quentin, 1985.
Let's talk about San Quentin.
Well, let me tell you about San Quentin. Number one, it's a blessing that Nino Cappuccino made a detour to Folsom instead of Quentin. Because what he did, if we would have found out, that wouldn't have been swept under the rug at Quentin, brother. We don't play that, brother. We are not sympathizers of people who get on national TV and make the hood look like that back in 1985. And I already knew that whatever statement he made, it had to be detrimental. But he was blessed enough to go down there with Peabody now in Folsom, and they was having a little war in the hole. The bounty hunters and the UBN was going back and forth, and being that was going on, then nobody had even a chance to think about. I check it out. Listen to this. I got the man in the background snitching, telling on my homeboy Wee Wee, talking about what kind of gun he had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Wee Wee is on the thumbnail. Yeah, Greedy Weedy from Lot Boy. Yeah, we was in Quentin together. He couldn't have came through there with Wee Wee on the yard, because Wee Wee would have gave him up. We would have had lunch with him for real. 1985. Oh man, he asked him about Aikili. He know Aikili better than I do. Put some head in his ass for some stuff that he did behind the bounty hunter's back. Yeah, he got his ass lit up. Excuse my language. He got his behind lit up.
So that means you was born in 63. You was born in 1963. We know you was born in 1963, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying is that he afraid of being called old. He afraid of the people being, oh, you old nigga. Oh, these old niggas. Y'all old niggas. Even though they wouldn't be wrong by saying that. You talking about you a blood, and you talking about fighting niggas and getting one-on-ones and pulling up. And you debating on should you get back out in the streets and regulate. You know what I mean? So yeah, niggas supposed to respond that way. Like, you too old, nigga, sit down somewhere. But he's afraid of that. So he tried to keep his age hidden and shit. He even paranoid, the dude trying to get his age out. And when dudes just asking, the dude don't know all this shit. He don't know that he's afraid to say his age. He don't know all that shit. He just trying to do his interview and give a clear picture of the timeline and the dates and shit. So the reason I'm pointing this out, man, don't be like this nigga when y'all get older.
Hold on, I want to show y'all something real quick.
Embrace that shit, my nigga.
I want to show y'all something. I want y'all to see this. I'm about to be a real scumbag right now. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I'm about to show y'all right now. Hold on one second. No grown-ass man. Look at this. I'm about to show you the picture right now. Hold up. It's Nino Cappuccino, y'all. Nino Cappuccino. I'm about to show it to y'all.
Peace, E. Peace, plug.
What it do? Salute.
God, peace.
What the fuck was Nino Cappuccino thinking in that picture?
Yo, how old is
bro?
Bruh, that picture a couple of years old, bruh. Look at the picture, bro. Let me blow it up so I can see real good.
Don't this nigga got his nipples pierced? Don't this nigga got his nipples pierced?
You don't see it, bruh?
That shit like hot mess. Yeah. I see what he's, you know, I see him sitting on a hog with a with the joint, but I can't see up close.
With the arrow. See where the arrow at?
Hold on. All right, yeah, now, yeah, I just figured out how to make my.
And that's a fake gun. Look at the gun. It's a fake gun.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Ain't that like a toy looking shit with that little orange plastic stopper on the end of it?
Bruh.
Yeah, well, he look, bruh. He lost credibility, Born, when he was calling all them niggas out, and then
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That's how I went to prison, yo. Like a nigga told, like how we loaded the guns, where we loaded the guns at, what we did with them. Like he didn't get out of the car, but he told on the stand everything that happened from, you know, from everything he's seen from the beginning to everything he's seen from the end. That's how they kind of knew that they had us, or you know, acted like they had us because of what he was saying. This man just did the same thing to some other people in 1984, and I remember this shit because you know back then, PBS publicized all of the organized crime court cases.
Hey, Born, you know what's crazy, Born, about this? Not to cut you off, but it's like these dudes know that they got all this smut on their name, and then they still want to come out and expose themselves on the internet, bro. I don't understand this.
All right, hold up. We go back to the video now. Y'all see that? Y'all see the picture, right?
Right.
Let's go back. We got a good show for y'all. I got a good show for y'all today. We got a good show. We're gonna show our ass today. We're gonna rip this nigga apart, then we're gonna get on to the takeoff stuff, the takeoff situation. But let's get this nigga, because he's all over the internet talking that gangster shit when you a fucking rat.
Yeah, he bought all that on himself too. He bought it all on himself.
This is copyright fair use of 1978. Fair use. Let's go.
Old one day. You know what I mean? Old, you only old as you feel, really. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
And my dad had bought this, like I said, this corn. Yeah, you know, different.
He ain't. What the fuck he's supposed to be?
Fucking ninja.
He looking like a fake monster / fake Tupac with a dirty rag on.
Yo, this nigga's crazy, man.
With a souped up water gun, nigga.
Crazy. This nigga is loose. These niggas is nuts. Nigga
Cappuccino?
Yeah,
nigga went from that right. He went from the stand to the stand.
Pussy got a nipple ring.
Word. Told you, nigga, I nipple ring, man. Nigga
He's showing you what he about, man. That picture's for certain people. So we between the line. That picture's for certain people. It's for a certain community. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That picture's for a certain community, man. And the way he got his flag on his head. He got it rolled up and put to the side like that with a nipple. Yeah, that's for a certain community. There ain't nothing gangster about that. He like a male stripper. He like a male prostitute, bro. That's what he look like
crazy,
to me,
bro.
Nigga having a hot
thug,
man. Got a hot thug song. Listen, that nigga told you, man. Niggas is crazy. This nigga, man.
Like that shit was hard. You got up there like that shit.
Cause I'm looking at all the pictures and I'm just thinking about him on the stand. He's a clown, man. He's a fucking clown.
And I'm shocked the nigga even made it that far. He made it from the stand.
We know as other cats. Every time you see them, they got a whole different look, a whole different disguise. They start out one way, then they got on. Now they look like rappers and shit.
Pussy, what the fuck? Right? That nigga put that shit on the internet too.
Right there, see, that's a whole nother look. See? Right there, you'll think he a gangster right there. He got the chain on. He upgraded his costume. See, he wasn't. It's Cali niggas was dressing like that in the 90s, early 90s. Ben was dressing how he dressed. He wasn't dressing like that back then.
That nigga upgraded.
My point is this: he gonna do whatever he got to do to infiltrate, nigga. That's what agents do. That's what costume niggas do.
It says the sun, let the rainbow community know what side he on.
Come on, man. Like that's why I always tell y'all, look at niggas' gear when they first started, then look at niggas' gear now. You see niggas change their whole swag.
Yeah, tell a nigga
it's crazy out there.
It's super crazy out there. They talk about Mac, but this nigga right here.
Imagine a nigga asking you to shoot the fade, like, yo, let's shoot the fade. He got nipple rings on. Get the fuck out of here.
All they gotta do is rip that nipple ring off that nigga. He done.
Salute to John.
Fight
that
nigga. Nigga said, I won't fight that nigga. What?
Salute to John for the Cash App donation. Appreciate you, brother.
Salute, John. God, peace. You already know, black man.
Nigga said you beat up a dyke, my nigga.
Like you said, it's easy for niggas to diss Matt when that nigga was up in the big boy, locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? ADX moving them niggas. That's what's crazy, man. But anyway, man, we done with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. These niggas be wearing all type of shit, man.
Oh man,
yeah,
I ain't fighting.
Just like P, your boy was rocking beads and shit, man.
Who that?
Your boy, man. Don't Zulu Nation, them niggas rock beads and African
medallions.
They still wear them shit.
With the Africa piece.
Yeah,
or the black
hand.
African medallions power to the people hand.
Yeah,
yeah, hell yeah, they definitely did. Man.
Them niggas anti-jewelry and shit.
Them niggas walking around
all right.
And wisdom shits was green,
now,
red, and black.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny they went left with that because the culture. But the real talk, we function with that as a culture, bro. Like that's crazy because at the same time he did that, 2 years later, a nigga did the same thing to me and my co-defendant in our case. That shit crazy.
Like real fast. It seemed like
hold up. Now listen to this nigga. Now listen to this nigga, yo. Hold up. I'm live. I'm live. Yo, I'm here. That was magnificent Mecca, y'all.
That caused a lot of conversation amongst the hip hop world out here. And then we had Spider Loco, and we asked him to get some context on when that transition was that Blood Crips left West Coast and came over East. Give us some historical context. We got an OG on right now, man, and I definitely want to get your perspective on that whole situation. If you see the interview and get some historical context on that. Not something that's not in the movie, because I know you elaborate in the movie as well.
All right, man. Yeah. First and foremost, man, I know Faison. I remember his upbringing coming up in the game, man. I used to watch a lot of his underground shows and shit.
Fair use.
The streets real heavy in, but I was trending to the industry as well. Shout out to Spider Loc, man. I really don't know that cat personally. I know of him. Like I said, one thing about LA, bro. If you got a name, and that's the thing about our streets. You gotta have a name, bro, to move in these streets. You can talk all this shit on this internet all you want. You gotta have a name to really move in these streets. You can hide behind this internet, but in order to really come out, move in the streets of LA and really move and be one of them niggas, you really gotta have a name. I don't know the youngin' because he's from a different generation from me, from a third generation, bro, of Crips. I know the first and second generation Crips, you know, from the Tookies to the Raymond Washingtons, you know what I mean, to the Timmy Carnegates from Harlem, you know what I mean, the Scooters from Harlem, the White Boys from Harlem, the Great Streets, the PJs, you know, things of that nature. So when you speak on what happened with Faison and this other young cat, I don't know this cat. So again, one thing I could say, and I would say the same thing Spider Loc said, being that I don't know the dude, I can't say whether or not he a real Crip or he not a Crip. But what I can say is this, and Spider Loc he was trying to explain it, but again, he's not from that era.
Fair use.
He can really give y'all that fine tuning because he wasn't from that era. And I really respected how he conducted himself and did his interview, because certain shit he answered and then he kind of backed up and he didn't put himself in a limbo as being a Crip, because he knows OG Crips is watching him, is his big homies, this real G's that if you're gonna tell it, you gotta tell it shit thoroughly, you gotta tell it right. or don't fucking tell it all. Don't open your mouth. They go for Damu or Keyway, Bloods and Crips. So me being a second generation, a double OG, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Trickling from this West, as far as the gang theory, we're gonna back up. I seen an interview a couple of weeks ago, and not just myself, the whole West Coast, a lot of cats in the West, and it's cat on there, Doggy Diamonds. You know, he made a statement based on, and when he made this statement, he didn't make the statement where it was a personal statement, because he said we as in like my coast, New York, or we. So he said that, you know, we on New York, we thought, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, man, you know, with the Jerry Curl, no, back in the 80s, excuse me, the 80s when hip hop came about, he said back in the 80s, we was gang banging and we was doing the drive-bys and all this with the Jerry Curls and the rap. We thought you niggas was soft.
What? That's crazy.
This dude literally went on the internet nationally. And so I made a video and spoke on it, bro. You know what I mean? But the video is respectable because I didn't clap at the dude directly or clap at him on some shit, but it was like for him to be on the platform he was on, with the platform that he owns and co-own on, and to speak on, and for his partners and nobody on there to fucking say nothing. Now, for me being on the West and me being a real G and one of them niggas from the West and out of the Nixon Garden with a name that moves on this coast and makes a difference, that shit moved me some kind of way, touched me. So I had something to say. And you know how niggas want to act like little hoes and bitches, and you know, but so I had to really correct myself, bro. That, oh, hold on, Cap. Let's keep it professionalism, because you are on the platform and you are on this bullshit social media, and you already know niggas ain't gonna bring it to that real level, and it ain't even about that. So it's cool. Let individuals be the individuals and voice their little shitty opinion. You know what the real is. The other real Crips and Bloods and Los Angeles know what the real is. But bro, don't think niggas ain't listening, paying attention. That's why I said a lot of cats are giving this internet say shit besides these stuff, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So getting back to the question on topic on hand is during the early 80s, when the East Coast, Chicago was already set their own trends, man. And Chicago always produced gangsters from you know, the 30s, the Depression days on up and coming on in the 70s. It was gangsters coming up out of Chicago. I mean, black gangsters as well as mafias. It was gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Philly, gangsters. So these cities didn't have gang bangers and gang members. So what happened was in the 80s, because I know for a fact, because I was one of the trendsetters, me, my crew, my best friend, rest in peace, Cyclone, Michael Bell, aka Cyclone, Antis Park Miller Gangsters, introduced me. I'm fresh out of Folsom, 1986. I just get out of Folsom for doing knocked down 4 years. San Quentin, Folsom, Soledad, and Tracy. I hit all 4 main yards. So I'm fresh out, and the new wave then was packing your own shit and becoming your own mule and cross state. Now, being that you're a gangster / gang banger / gang member, and you coming from your turf, you go into a whole different turf. It's new, a baby, 10, 15, 20 years behind the world. We're 20 years faster than this state, this city, this culture. So you see the game? So when we flew out in them early 80s, and it wasn't just us as gang members and gangsters, it started with our big homies, like, you know what I'm saying, me, the Freeway Ricks and the Michael Harrios, and, you know, the Tootie Reeses and the Ray Rays and the Renee McGowan's, rest in pieces, the Wizards. It started with them first. They made the connection with the New Yorkers, the Chicagoans, you know, the shit like that. So it opened that path for us, because now they were already introduced to the D game. So we became our own mules. We took the D game to them, and when we took the D game to them, we took the G game to them as well, because we stamped our shit whatever area we hit. So now this become our area, nigga. This is Bloods right here, or this is Crips right here. So that's how it ended in the early 80s.
Black Widow, salute, Queen.
The first coach that
peace,
really
my brother.
took this culture and he adapted to it fast And it was like you would damn think you in California, and that was the Midwest, bro, especially Kansas City.
Yeah,
the first coast, Kansas City, bro, because that's where I took my first flight
back home,
KC, bro. I had a fucking bird on me, busted in half with 2 cookies, bro, stuck in a jockey strap right in my nuts, bro, on an airplane, homie, and rolled Kansas City, homie. And I did this shit about 15, 20 times before I started hiring my own mules. But that was our break-in of how we got down in the 80s, and we started descending to these other cities. So when I hit New York, I was Summers in New York, 2001, 2002. I in the car. I was Summers in New York. I shoot down in New York. I hook up with this young cat. I get them, you know, they want to know the history. They want to know the history of the motherland, primarily the Nixon. They want to know the history of the Mecca. So I lace them. I give it to the youngest. But I don't come down here on no strategic, oh, we finna gangbang. I'm going to teach you niggas how to go over and kill these dudes and shoot these dudes. Nah, that was never, ever the plan, period. I was trying to give dudes the structure, understanding on how our culture established and started. And that you guys are trying to adapt to it now. Hold on, man. Y'all too late, basically. Y'all too late, homie. You'll never be able to catch up and do what we did in the 70s and the 80s. And you don't want to.
Okay, yeah. Let's speak on that. Let's speak on that, Ja and Cross, aka the Plug. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this bozo talking. How he talk down East Coast niggas.
I find it funny a lot of times when they be talking about, they always my young homies, and then you see about the shit he going through. You know, it almost remind me like, you know, how your boy said on that Fresh Fish. It's just weird, man. Like these niggas been suspects for a long time. Anytime nigga you in a box and then you see this is why look, if niggas expected they getting out, that's different. But some of these niggas wasn't expecting on getting out. So let's take it from there. They wasn't expecting to get out. So they made comparable to their times. I just think them niggas was fruity anyway.
I'm like you asking, what do I think about his words, or what do I think about him as a person?
Both.
Well, his words have factual logic to it. So I always decipher, break apart, and dissect the message, and always separate the message from the messenger. So in detail to the subject, he's right that we can't continue living the way we're living and emulating the same trap of the past, because
I'm not talking. Listen, no, hold on, Parself. Listen what I'm saying. We all understand. We're talking about the way he's trying to make it seem like that everything started out there.
Right now we're talking about the person. Right.
Person, yes.
Well, the so-called name, the Bloods Crip or the UBN and Crips, that started by name out there, just like Detroit and Chicago had gangs at that time that predated them. As a matter of fact, factions of Milwaukee, Detroit, and Chicago is what started the first generation of gangs, so-called street gangs or street organizations in the West Coast, because that's where we were already established before we even went there. And before they got it, they were emulating or receiving the people from the East Coast that was already in organized crime. If you ever watched the series Boardwalk Empire, you'll see how the business of organized crime started in America with the so-called cracker. That was the poor, uneducated white man, the Italian, the Polish, the Irish. And they, along with the Jewish people, created these street organizations that battled the Anglo-Saxon aristocratic society. So we began our own underground organized faction right here in New York City and New Jersey with them. Al Capone, they went to Chicago and took over from the Irish establishment, was from Brooklyn. Did a lot of his living as a hitman in Jersey. And if you watch that history, one thing white people don't do is fail to teach their children what happened, so their children can learn from the past and correct their mistakes.
Hold on one second. John, hold on 1 second. Ponce, I'm going to cut your wisdom. Big E, we're not saying the Bloods and the Crips didn't start there. We're saying the gang culture didn't start there. Because we had organized crime back in New Jersey and New York since the 40s, 30s.
Let's go back, even Boston too. People fail to realize Boston. I mean, the gangs were there just because it wasn't the black gangs.
Yeah, well,
but organization gangs were created already.
That's why I said,
yeah,
community resistance and progress started as a faction in California. You understand what I'm saying? That came from that community. Just like in the East, we had factions, everything from the Guardian Angels to the Bones and the Tomahawks.
Yep.
In the 80s, we had the Decepticons.
Yep.
There's always been names of organizations that are now elderly or generationally aged, and they have different organizations now. So the Bloods and Crips were a national example because they were highlighted in the late 80s and the early 90s because of the activity of murder that was being shown and publicized to our world. We were still killing each other in the East Coast like we doing right now. But they had Hollywood, and Hollywood showed us the reality of that shit. So we began to want to be like that because that was their example of influence.
Right.
So he was right. The Bloods and Crips started there, and it permeated throughout the United States as a culture for us, just like hip hop did, because hip hop started in the East Coast. See, and it permeated throughout the world as a culture. So we just got to be more responsible and accountable for what happened, because like the acronym Community Resistance and Progress wasn't meant for us to be running around here killing each other, bro, or for niggas to be glorifying criminal activity that only leads to imprisonment or death.
But yo, and you know what I'm saying? This nigga Nino Cappuccino, he glorifies that shit. Every channel he get on, he glorifies it. He puts down the East Coast.
Wrong.
Yeah,
that's wrong, God. That's
in
wrong.
fact, 100% wrong. Now we got this video, right? Oh, go ahead, Cross. What you want to say, something, bro? Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say no. I'm just agreeing with what Josh said, because I said again, we fail to realize when we speak on gangs, like it's funny how when we speak on culture shit that we can relate. When we say gangs, it's like we want to say we were afraid. You got to remember, organized crime is exactly what it is. We are a subsection. It's like you see all these white folks, sororities, and you see the alphas and the alphas. It's a subsection of something bigger. That's why I just keep telling people the Crips are a subsection of the Capones and all them. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what they are. It's just all it is a subsection of. We keep right, and we try to take when we try to keep taking credit. What's that?
Stone said the way the first generation
style dress comes from the movie The Cooley High.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we got to remember where Cooley High was at. And we got to remember who they followed. See when we talk about gangs, bro, like the brothers, the gangs in New York, right? That was real. The guard just built on it. Like the gangs in New York. That was real simple for us to look at, because gangs are created based upon the activity of oppression in a capitalistic society. And until we understand that point, when you got to rise in class, but you got to do it as a community, the only way you're going to do it is to enforce others to follow the agenda until your people advance to the next level. Because the same people that we call gangsters then have become presidents and now own corporations in the world. See, what happened to our ascension from our sacrifice, from our mob wars, that we shed the blood of each other in the streets? We ain't getting none of that. So niggas,
yo, check this out. Hold on, I want you to hear this. Now this nigga, hold up, watch this. We'll listen to this. It's 10-minute clip right here. But yo,
fucked around and did a storyline on us, right?
Hold on, let me go back.
They stick punk asses. But what they did was PBS fucked around and did a storyline on us, right? They stick punk asses. But what they did was they got with our attorneys.
Fair use, fair use.
Been in rain. He get 5 other individuals off the case. It's primarily our big homie, because our big homie had nothing to do with it. whole deal was, bro. Our whole ordeal was, bro, we had to plead out on our case, man, in order to get 5 individuals off the case. It's primarily our big homie, because our big homie had nothing to do with it. He shouldn't even been there. He shouldn't even been arraigned. He shouldn't even got picked up because he wasn't fucking there, period. But they was for the railroad and cross him up with us, make him the leader outside of myself because he was the oldest and he had nothing to do with it. So in the process of us getting bound over before trial, we had a decision to make. I get the call. I mean, I'm in the county jail. I got to get on the phone, make this call to the hood. I get the call. Big homies tell me, but you niggas got to take care of that and make sure it's right because you already know the big homie got to get out. And on top of that, then we had 4 other individuals who was in, like Manpower and a couple other individuals had nothing to do with it. They shouldn't have been arrested. So we got all them released based on our own recordings and our own admittance. So we went to, we sit down with the district attorney and each one of our attorneys, and we all admitted to our own recordings based on what they had already had written. So when they get a dialogue to TV, this is when you hear the motherfuckers talking about, oh, such and such gave this statement, such and such gave this statement. No, we admitted to our own recordings of what you guys had already had proof written on us from Byron Decker and Ben Carr.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there real quick. Now, what he's saying, you hear what he's saying, right?
Yeah,
but you hear what he said in court, what the PBS court thing said. They said he told about everybody's gun and what they had. So
at the same time, I think he admitting that too. When he said he's admitting, he testified and admitted everything in his own recognizance, meaning that everything he did in that act or any involvement or knowledge that he had in that act.
He told everybody else that was a part of the act too.
Yeah, but they made a deal so that the big homies could walk. And
hey, Born. Let me clarify what I was trying to say real quick.
I know what you're trying to say, bro.
Yeah, gangs is old for sure. We know that. Hey, but what I was saying was, it's just like that dude we was talking about the other day, last time I was on your show. Mm-hmm. That nigga, OG Percy or whatever he say he is. You can't be claiming Hoover Crip and then talking about you ran that Cali shit up out of Texas, but you representing the Cali gang. Everywhere got their hitters. Everywhere got their hitters. That's not Crips blood.
Bro, I understand that. But hold on for 1 second. We talking about this situation because we got people here listening. Give me 1 second.
Okay, my bad.
You good, bro?
You know I'm at work, bro. You know on the clock, so I'm trying to just get in where I fit in.
Yeah, you good. But what I'm saying is, he said they all, not everybody probably was down with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Couldn't wait on themselves. So you can't. What he's saying is he's justifying this shit, bro. He can't justify telling, bro.
Yeah, like he said they took a deal so the big homie could walk. Now he ain't denying that he told.
Nope.
He just saying it. He just used legal jargon to say it. See, that's my point. So
yeah, but you can't be hollering you gangster. You can't be hollering you gangster. And you got to be telling on niggas. I mean, bro, you got to stand on your gangster. This what I'm saying. Niggas be talking about, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, yada, yada. Then, you know what I'm saying? When you sitting up in there in that courtroom and it get real, now all of a sudden you want to become a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
He claiming that he snitched so that big homie could walk.
Right.
Nah. That's what he claimed. That's what he just claimed. That's what he just claimed. He just claimed.
Hold on. We go. Listen. Hold up. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Tell me what he says. Hold on.
Yeah. Now, did big homie walk? That's the key.
Tell me, I gotta get on the phone, make this call. I get the call. Big homies tell me, but you niggas gotta take care and make sure it's right because you already know the big homie got to get out. And on top of that, then we had 4 other individuals who was in, like Manpower and a couple other individuals had nothing to do. They shouldn't have been arrested.
Yeah,
so we got all of them released based on our own recordings and our own admittance. So
you heard that right there.
We went to, we sit down with the district attorney and each one of our attorneys.
Charge. That's what.
And we all admitted to our own recordings based on what they had already had written. So when they get a dialogue to TV, This when you hear the motherfuckers talking about, oh, such and such gave this statement, such and such gave this statement. No, we admitted to our own encounters of what you guys had already had proof written on us from Byron Decker and Ben Carr. So that's when they said, well, yeah, you had a 38 or you had a 12 gauge and such had this, and such had it. Yeah, man. Yeah. No contents. And this is how we got our deal. So they gave us each one of us got a deal. We figured it out with our attorney. And then people.
That's how they got their deal.
Yeah, but see, you know what? Manpower was an OG though. Manpower had money. Manpower had prolific money back then. So Manpower could have fought his case. I don't know, bro. Manpower used to come to the neighborhood and fight pit bulls long time ago in the 80s. So, like I said, Manpower had prolific money back then. He probably could have fought his case and won.
That means he had to tell. They had to tell so that.
No, he said but you heard him saying that he told everybody what everybody had. He didn't say that everybody told himself. He said, I told what type of gun everybody had.
He said such had it. He said such had to get. Listen, he said such had gauge, such said what they already had written about us. We agreed. We agreed. So whatever they said, are you sure that such and such had a gun? He had a gun. Did he have a 32? Yep, he had a 32. He had to tell that in order to get OR. Nigga, you know that's no ORU. That right there told on itself. No bond, and you got released because but y'all was involved in the crime. How is you involved in the crime? Everybody else say that y'all get OR.
No, they didn't get released on their own recognizance. The admittance of their recognizance is that it's legal jargon for telling the courts what happened. Your involvement and everybody that was involved with you. That was the deal for them to do to take that charge so that Manpower and the other four can be released based upon the charge that was already being held. So in other words, he told on everybody involved in order so the OGs can go home.
And going further. Let's go even further. And he had a call from the big homie to snitch.
Well, hey, look, man, where you at on the totem pole matters when it comes to organized factions. And that's in any realm, even in business. If you have somebody that you just hired or only been there for 3 years, you're not going to fire the man that's been there for 15 years. You're going to fire the man that's been there for 3 years. He got to take the what? He got to take the rap. See? So guess what? You go sit down and you get in that court and you tell on y'all. And then we got to be out here because you got to remember, if you lock the OG up, bro, you lock the head up. People have a fight, a war for who's going to sit at the seat. And that's going to create chaos in different sections and sets and factions. And that's how we got into the bullshit we in right now. So, his activity is that he snitched on him and his co-defendants so that, according to his testimony, according to what he's saying now, so that the OGs can go home and be free of that.
So he's a master splinter. So he's the master splinter.
You call it what you want to call him.
I'm calling him Master Splinter. That's on the TV show on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
A nigga snitched on me, and it wasn't no OG involved. So he told the same exact shit, and he didn't even hold the gun. He didn't get out of the car.
How do we know his OG told him to do that? If it's OG,
that's my point. That's my point. That's where the legend or the mystery lies. Everybody in the hood, everybody in LA know that they did that for that because that's when it's an honor. If it's not, nigga, we know what you did, and we know what it is. Either way.
Like Big E said, the man had money. We used to fight big bulls, so he could afford his own case. Now it makes sense. That nigga told.
It don't matter how much money you got.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Word up. Especially when you fighting real charges, bro.
But you already know though, bro, when you got money to be able to fight a case versus having to go into that shit with a public defender is totally different.
Yeah, but
now I get what you're saying too, but I'm saying Manpower had prolific money.
Right.
Yeah, when you're the head man though. See, like the head man, it don't matter how much money you got when they want to get you. The only way, sometimes the only way they can get you or can't get you is that they got somebody else.
Listen to this. I was locked up with a couple of the Grape Street OGs from Newark. I was in the feds with them. They told nobody to take a deal. They said, don't ever take a deal for me to get me off. We all gonna ride this shit out, and we go to trial, we lose, we go to trial and lose. My bro, Yaya, salute Eastwick in the building. Salute, Yaya. We go to trial, lose, we go to trial, lose. Nobody's supposed to testify on each other. Period. If he went into his part and testified just on himself, instead of saying what type of gun everybody else had, I could have respected that. But he said what type of gun everybody else had as well. He should let them tell their motherfucking self.
How you think the mobsters go to jail? See. So what we get, what we do from, got that included in it. It's a part of the game. And it's a law for handling that, of course. But everybody violates that law. Look at Sammy Gravano, man. He killed everybody. He gonna sit on the stand and tell on everybody. See?
Don't forget. That's true.
Come on, man. Like it's crazy, but that's the game. It's a part of the game.
Don't forget Al Porter Rat and Brian Blaze Gibbs.
Same thing. Listen carefully.
Nicky
Same people that run with you and shoot you in the back for the bag.
Jay-Z said you should stand up and shoot. Now you sit down when you shoot.
Now you sit down and aim.
Now you sit down and aim at niggas. That's the most coolest line I ever heard growing up.
Yeah, you should
sit down and aim.
It was all good.
But we all know now that DeHaven didn't snitch on nobody. DeHaven was one got snitched on.
Well, as far as their case, you got to remember the people that was involved in that. See, that was like nigga said, look, man, be quiet. I know for a fact, being quiet, bro, was the thing that prevented me from going to jail for the rest of my damn life. But I was the only one. See?
Yeah.
When they showed my cousin them statements, he just gave up.
But see, you know what, John? This is the problem. But John, this is the problem I got.
He didn't deny that I wasn't there.
But see, you hit it on the head, John. Like you said, back in our days, we was taught to shut the fuck up. To shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. If everybody shut the fuck up, everybody go home. They don't got that. Like that. Show statements, niggas pass out, get sweating and shit. And niggas, I need water. And the next thing you know, they give them a cigarette. And the cigarette with Mac on me, and like, you know what? I got a lot to live for.
They give him the steakhouse, boy. Give him a big ass T-bone steak.
Yeah, big ass
with baked potato and salad. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Plug, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. My uncle sat me and my brother down. When me and my brother left home at the age of 13 and 14 years old. My uncle sat us down and told us, look, regardless of what you do in life, you live by these two laws and you can control what happens to you. He said, the only thing in life that can hurt you is what you let a person see and what you let a person hear. So anytime that I've violated those two rules in my life, I've always paid for it. You heard? So we got to be responsible to people that we put in our circles and that we have an activity of trust with. So when we doing that, we be responsible for what happened to us and be accepting of the consequences when we fuck up. Just like a woman that chooses a bad man to have sex with and create a child with. When he cuts up, she can't blame that man without first blaming herself. And it's the same thing we have to do, man, in this world of crime, bro. If we living like that, bro, there's codes. And those codes, man, are to be dealt with by consequential rewards, depending on what you do. So he got it.
Right.
He did.
That's like that'd be like something crazy, like somebody having like 90 YouTube channels, and you don't never tell them, bro, first one didn't work. Why you got 90 YouTube channels? Something like that.
Because you can get away with it now. 90 YouTube channels, and it's hard for you to get away with it back then, whether you in Quentin or Folsom. See, I know when I went to prison, that was a no-no. And I got, man, look, bro, that was a no-no, bro. You couldn't survive in there with that type of reputation.
Right.
In the 80s, bro. No, sir.
Hey, you know, I want to say shout out while we on this. Shout out to 38 Special, man. Y'all watch that video when that dude was the
I
chat.
haven't seen it 5 years on the internet. My girl hit me up and told me, babe, she said, you seen this stuff shoot out on the period? I said, what? She sent it to me, and that's how I got aware of it.
Right now, we living in the you feel me?
And then now
that's what we're discussing now.
So I already had this.
That DJ Pat got told on by Lil Cam. You feel me?
That's what we got this. We're about to have discussion. Well, listen, we're about to jump. Yo, listen, we're about to jump into. Let's hear the rest of what he said. We're gonna jump right into that DJ Pat shit and get off him. I want to give everybody a little bit of time on each story.
Yeah,
for myself. There you go.
Material years ago because I've been working on a TV series on it. And so I already had it tucked away trying to lock this series in. So now all of a sudden it merged to the internet through this fucking channel named Vermosa or some shit. Some old fucking ass channel named Vermosa. And then Bang TV, some punk shit. So they try to call themselves putting this shit up to sabotage. But it's like this, bro. You can't take and rewrite real history. You can't take no man and tarnish no real man. Now, it came on PBS back then. You know, PBS was like
nigga, it came on PBS, and PBS told that you snitched, nigga. Knock it off. We're about to stop listening to this clown. We're gonna talk about the brother DJ what? DJ Pat.
Yeah, DJ Pat. You know, PBS used to be the original court TV back.
Yeah, good word. They show. I was just about to say that.
When I was young, we used to see court cases. That's why I remember their case, because we used to see court cases on television of high-profile court cases. So that's why they got that on there. It's the same thing like right now.
It's like Vlad. Vlad is the new PS.
No, you know what the new PBS is? YouTube. Like PBS was public broadcasting service. So if you was production, you can get your show or your advertisement on PBS. So it was like the YouTube, the original YouTube. Like we got Takeoff. Takeoff murder is big.
Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Hold on. I want y'all to listen to this. Hear this real quick.
All right, let's get to it. Let me get y'all the screen.
Check this out.
All right. Yeah. So here's the state's motion for bond conditions. So these are the conditions that the state want him up under.
Gally Radio Studio, salute, brother.
He makes bond. Just in case he makes bail, these are the conditions that the prosecution, the state is trying to place on him just in case he get a bail. All right, let's get to it. It says, comes now, the state of Texas by and through its assistant district attorney and moves this honorable court to enter the following bond conditions. Number one, the state requests the defendant, whether a foreign national or not, be ordered to surrender any and all passports, visas, or other travel documents and be prohibited from obtaining or applying for any new or supplemental passports, visas, or travel documents. They're trying to lock his ass down in the country, trying to make sure he don't bounce. You already know what it is. Number two, state requests the defendant have no contact with the complainant. In this case, but the complainant is dead, the complainant, or in this case, or anyone in the complainant's household, including siblings and parents, in person or through any course, or through any other person, telephonically, by mail, or by any other manner or means, for the duration of this case and the following individuals and or locations. Here's the conditions. Any family or household members of the complainant, Kershnick, Kari, Ball, that is Takeoff. J. Prince Jr., there we go. I was talking about J. Prince Jr. being in the name. They're saying he can't have no contact with J. Prince Jr. and any members of his family household. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Right here. This speaks volumes.
Yeah, you see
Why
that
J. Prince
shit?
Jr.'s name
Yeah,
is fucking out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
J. Prince talent too.
Why are they telling this dude, he need to stay away from J. Prince Jr. if he makes bail.
Because he done threatened him.
This ain't no good look. This ain't no good look. Not for J. Prince Jr. This ain't no good look, bro. His name is on affidavits.
That's what that shit means, yep.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't no good look, people. Let's continue on. Shakur Stevenson and any members of his family or household and his residence and place of employment. Right? Now, a lot of y'all may not know who Shakur Stevens is.
Yeah, that's the boxing gym that he trained at.
Let me show y'all who Shakur Stevens is. I couldn't get my fucking I couldn't get my tabs together because I'd have lost it. I got so many of this motherfucker. But let me grab Shakur Stevens for y'all. Show y'all who the brother is.
New Jersey representative.
All right.
Jersey in the building, nigga.
You already know.
Y'all may not
dog.
know. Everybody's not into that. Everybody's not into that
my
certain
boy.
sport, right?
Shamir.
Shakur Stevens is actually a world championship fighter. All right, he's a beast too. Shakur Stevens is actually a world championship boxer. This is Shakur Stevens right here, people. This is Shakur. This is what the people are saying that the DJ Pat needs to stay away from. He is to have no contact with this young man and J. Prince Jr. Now I don't know how the hell Shakur Stevens got caught all up in this in this paperwork. It's strange to me.
That's a business move.
But he is managed. He is managed by J. Prince Sr. J. Prince Sr. manages Shakur Stevens' boxing career. Right? And Shakur Stevens is a beast in the ring. Shakur Stevens is a world championship, world-class fighter. Undefeated. He's a beast. He's a monster. So that's J. Prince Sr. right there. That's Shakur Stevens in the middle. And that's Andre Ward, veteran, legendary, retired boxer, Hall of Famer right there. Just got inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. That's Andre Ward.
Ward is signed to J.
also managed Andre Ward's boxing career as well. Andre Ward was a light heavyweight champion, went out undefeated and retired. He is now a boxing commentator. Now they had this is their protege right here. J. Prince and Andre Ward both manage Shakur Stevens. But the question is, right? The question is,
piece of the God.
How the hell did Shakur Stevens get caught up in this fucking? How is he in the mix of all of this?
Because he was there.
Just because you know some people, right? They go with young Shakur Stevens. Just because you know people, don't mean you should be caught. Don't mean that doesn't justify you being all up in the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Melt in your mouth is 100% right.
Let's see if we got some pictures
she wrote, right?
Prince Jr. and Shakur. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think they do. Probably do, but I can't find him immediately. But yeah, Shakur Stevens, he's a big deal in the boxing world. And his name is caught up in this mess. Now, I do know that at that event, Shakur Stevens was there. Shakur Stevens was there. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevens was at that event. I do know that. Let's see what the witnesses. Let's see what the people in the chat got to say about this. Him. Let me see. J. Prince, Prince Sr. reading all over this. I feel sorry for him. Nope. I don't know what that means. Nope. But salute to you. Heaven Lee says things that make you go, yeah. Higher level. The box is the key witness. I don't know. They may be trying to squeeze him. They may be trying to squeeze. Yeah, he's in the video. Shakur Stevens in the video. Yeah, he be at all the events, all those events from with the mob ties and all of that. And that's not, I hope that I just don't. Here's the thing, man. People like with promising futures like Shakur Stevens should not be around this fuckery, bro. This dude's a world-class fighter. He's a beast. He's like a young Floyd Mayweather. That motherfucker nasty in the ring. And he's out here
the best
at events where people are getting killed. Now he's his name is mentioned in an affidavit where they're stating that the defendant, upon him making bail, should not have any contact with this world-class fighter. It's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. All right, let's continue on.
And Ken, you know Shakur got a charge too, right?
18 billions and bowling.
Man,
These are
Shakur
businesses.
knocked some nigga out, man.
But they're saying Shakur Stevens and the other members of his family or household and his resident place of employment.
You know,
right?
Newark, man.
Also, 18
you know how Newark is, bro.
And bowling.
Yeah.
12-1 Fannin, Houston, Texas. So he can't go to this spot. What is 18 billions in bowling? What is that? Anybody in Houston? Anybody?
That's where the murder took place.
Yeah, my man just
y'all
behind
look that
a
up.
little
Let's look
bit.
that up right quick. Let's look up 18.
But we can see the rest of it.
Was that a club?
He ain't got to read it for us.
Because he was a DJ. It might have been a spot that he DJ'd.
We get the gist of it.
We get the gist of it. And check this out.
Yeah.
And why? As soon as that nigga Lil Cam get locked up, my brother Scott, salute. Appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate you, my brother.
Salute. Hey, Scott.
I was just talking about you, little bro. Yo, and make this shit so funny, right? Well, make this shit so funny, right? Yo, soon as that boy Lil Cam got locked up, what happened 3 days later? DJ Pat got locked up. Things that make you go home.
It's gonna be more people getting locked up too.
He can't be in contact with Jay Prince Jr. or his family. He can't be in contact with Shakur Stevenson or his family.
That's
Or
crazy.
his management.
Until he
implicate
Jay Prince.
Yo, he ain't gonna. This motherfucker gonna take all that weight by himself, bro. They already told him. You know what?
Until he implicate Jay Prince. You got to remember they in Texas.
Yeah,
Texas will kill your ass.
Yep.
See, high profile murder, bitch. That could carry capital punishment. Yeah, you think twice down there, nigga. It ain't like up here. Up here, they tell you, hey, do a quarter of a century and you all right.
Yo, they already told the boy, man. That's why he's sitting there. And they said his bail is 2.5 million, something like that.
I wonder, because the last time that Junior got out, they froze his assets. I wonder if they starting to freeze everything up now. They really trying to get to the senior. That's what they want.
Well, we gotta see why.
Yo, hold up, check this out. I want y'all to check this out too, real quick. Hold up, I want y'all to check this out. This shit is fun. This shit is crazy.
I just think Youngin gonna tell everything because you gotta remember he in there with him. See.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get to this. Hold on. Do you think it's doing something strange for a piece of change, ain't they?
Well, I mean, man, look. That's another shit.
But we're gonna look at this. We're gonna check out this. So
where he at in the video?
Apparently,
he said about a takeoff.
The dude already had been to court. Pretty much.
What was Lil Cam at?
Maybe I don't know if he's been arraigned. I know he's got a court date coming up Monday. I think Monday may be the arraignment.
Two people
but he
can't
went to
be
court
the same
for some
person.
other reason here, man. Let's get to it.
They both were standing behind takeoff.
First tonight and happening right now, the man accused of killing Migos rapper Takeoff is facing a judge. This is a live look at Patrick Clark in court at this moment, having his rights read to him as we speak. And investigators believe they caught him before he had a chance to flee to Mexico. 33-year-old Clark.
You see this motherfucker? They got look at all them people that got in there with him, bro. Where they think this dude gonna go? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 7 officers around this dude, bro. Undercovers too. They got their face covered. Undercovers. They got their face covered. You know what I'm saying? They got these dudes work the street because they got their face covered. They know he's gonna be on camera. Look how many people they got in there, bro. Look how many people. Crazy. Hold on.
Before he had a chance to flee to Mexico. 33-year-old Clark is charged with murder after police say he opened fire during an argument over a dice game at a party Takeoff was attending in downtown Houston.
Takeoff was hit even though police say he had nothing to do with that dice game or the argument. Matt Doherty, live outside the Harris County Jail in downtown Houston with the latest. Matt?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could tell from that live video, but he was chaperoned by about 10 officers. That's not normally how things go over here. We're told that he was separated from all of the other inmates and made his appearance very last. Patrick Clark stood before a judge for the first time as he was read the charges against him. Last night, Houston police say they arrested Clark here in East Harris County.
Within a couple hours, I would say half the parking lot here was full of the police officers' cars.
Stefan Godillo was here at Papa John's making pizzas when suddenly dozens of officers flooded the parking lot.
Was this nigga trying to get some pizza? Was this motherfucker trying to get him a pie before he go to Mexico because he know he can't get no pizza in Mexico? Don't they make Mexican pizzas or some shit? What was he doing in the parking lot, bro? This nigga store run and he don't run. They caught him in a parking lot. I thought they caught him at a house, at a crib. Hold on, we gonna get into the paperwork though. But how this motherfucker did a store run? He like, I'm gonna go get me some Tito's before I go. I'm gonna go get a pack of gum. I'm gonna get me some boxes. Cause I have to change some clothes. I'm gonna get some socks, cause I'm gonna be on the run for a little bit. This nigga did a store run. I don't get it, man. If you on the run, I don't know. I don't know, man. Still get it again. Yes. Tucson Rogers. Tucson Rogers. I appreciate you being here, man. And y'all think he gonna make bail? No, his bail has actually been increased. His bail has been increased. His bail was $1 million. It's now $2 million. I got the paperwork on that too. You dig? His bail is $2 million right now. So they upped it. It was $1 million. Right here today, it's $2 million.
I got you.
Now,
Fire
what
Marshal
made him
Buck
up
Bill.
the bail? I don't know. Maybe they know he got some connections with the Prince family or something. But let's continue.
But we saw the officers going inside and putting on bulletproof vests and armor and all kinds of vests. Pretty much looked like they were getting ready for some kind of raid.
Houston police say Clark was taken into custody without incident. At a news conference today, police wouldn't give many details about the case or what led them to suspect Clark was a rapper's killer. HPD Chief Troy Finner said Takeoff was not the intended target outside of the downtown bowling alley that night.
Definitely wrong place at the wrong time.
The event was a private party. There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed.
Videos from the aftermath show witnesses fleeing the scene. Police say not one person stuck around to give police a statement about what they saw. The chief once again requested those who saw it happen come forward.
We know who was on the scene, and we will be contacting and reaching out and finding those individuals. This is a murder.
Man, rest in peace, Takeoff, man. Look, you hear what he said?
Elgear just sent me their all-new 3-in-1 charging dock that charges your iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods. And it comes in a white color as well. All we need to do is plug in the Elgear on the back, just like that, and now we're ready to charge. Let's take our iPhone and snap it on. And as you can see, now we're charging. But what you can also do is effortlessly turn it to watch videos or flip it back to vertical and make hands-free FaceTime calls. Now let's take our Apple Watch.
He said Takeoff wasn't the intentional target. Welcome to Get It Game. Welcome, man. Appreciate you for subbing. Thank you. Welcome to Get It Game. He wasn't the intentional target of your boy DJ Pat. Welcome to Get It Game. But even if he wasn't the intentional target, they still gonna hit him with felony murder, murder one. Will they hit him with murder one because the charge is felony murder, right? So even if he didn't have the intentions to kill, because they're saying that he wasn't the intended target, so maybe, just maybe, DJ Pat was aiming for somebody else and just so happened to hit Takeoff in his conquest to try to kill somebody else. You dig? So either way, DJ Pat was going to get caught with a body anyway, because from what they said, he was trying to get somebody, but Takeoff just so happened to be in the way. So he wasn't, so according to what we just heard right here on this news briefing, he wasn't trying to kill Takeoff. Takeoff just so happened to got hit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Crazy. Heavenly said he like to eat a lot of pizza. Man, this motherfucker trying to get some Papa John's before he go. You better get your ass on that plane. You better get your ass over the border. What you doing? You know them folk looking for you. CJA is Lil Cam told. That's the question of the day. That's the question of the day right there. That's the question. Do you think Lil Cam cooperated with them folks? Do you think he did a deal? He got that high-powered ass nigga down there. The dude that they call a super lawyer down there in Houston has his own law firm. He's a monster. He showed up in court with 2 attorneys. Now, you already know attorneys and DAs, attorneys and prosecutors, defense attorneys and prosecutors, they be cool. They all in cahoots with each other. They're all officers of the court. So maybe they probably went in there and made a deal for Lil Cam to say, hey, if we give you the shooter, the person who actually killed Takeoff, hit him with just a pistol charge, and then don't pursue him on a murder. Don't pursue him on a murder. You see what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense. And a young dude like him, who ain't got no, he ain't got no loyalty to the streets. He's 22 years old. He trying to get back out here and chase some thotties, man. He trying to get back out here and wear them tight ass jeans these young boys be wearing. He trying to get out here and wear them big ass shoes. He trying to get back to them big ass Balenciaga shoes y'all love. Them goddamn center blocks on y'all feet. Y'all niggas want looking like y'all got air mattresses on y'all.
Fire Marshal Bell. I just made you a moderator, bro. You should be in there now.
Right? That's trying to do. You see what I'm saying? So that makes a lot. That makes a lot of sense, man. Let me get to some chats, man. That definitely means there's a rat somewhere. Heavenly says, yeah. Falset Media says, oh man, they took the video down. They may have. They do shit like that, bro. They do stuff like that.
New York Beast 360. Try now. I made you a moderator, so you should be good. All right, y'all.
Them shit's down, man. Because that's pretty much evidence, right? That's evidence that they're gonna wait to use. They don't want too many people to have access to that evidence right there, right? But hold on. JDP DJ Pat was aiming for Migo bands. Okay, remember that was the dude that a lot of people fingered to have done the shooting.
Cuba de la Bra, salute my brother.
Remember the whole friendly fire narrative that was out there. The friendly fire narrative was like Migo Bands shot Takeoff by mistake because he was busting with his eyes closed. He in a panic, right? Listen, man, so many people were wrong about this, man. Think about all of the armchair investigators that was on YouTube. I didn't investigate. I didn't look into it. I didn't want to watch the video. I didn't want to watch Takeoff die. Like I didn't want to see it. So I ain't see none of that. But there was so many people who fingered Lil Cam for that murder, bro.
All right, y'all. Now I'm gonna say this, Joe. We're gonna get to the Rudy to the Tootie of this shit. We got my brother John Muhammad in here. We got Cross, aka the plug, and it was Biatch. Now,
peace.
Yo, Stone C Dallas. Hit that link, bro. Come here. Let's know what you think, bro. I need that. Yeah. I need that Texas slang in here, bro. Stone.
Yeah, and Stone can speak on that whole politics of the whole thing about these old these master splinters too.
Well, one factor is this though. Ain't gonna be the last person they arrest. Word up.
Fact.
Believe me when I tell you, those 2 men didn't shoot that man at point blank range and do it by their own agenda, on their own agenda.
Right. Yeah.
Believe that. It's too much money there. You don't make mistakes. Point blank range, bro. See?
Hey, yo, Cross, you
could have shot a whole lot of people in that close proximity, but only one person.
Hold on. Well, I got different ones, God, but this one I got on right now. Hold on. That's some new stuff dropping.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. We got some stuff. I'm working, King. I'm working right now.
Capping it down. What's good, my brother? Peace. Yo, old girl, she from Houston. She said people ain't wrong. The police are lying. They ain't proved nothing. They ain't showed us nothing. Don't let the police get you twisted with lies. Don't let the police get. She from Houston. She from Houston. And everybody ever say Lil Cam did it. everybody know Lil Cam, but you know Lil Cam is close to the Prince family. Lil Cam daddy at Jay Prince, he was Jay Prince's brother's hitter and Jay Prince's boy.
Wow.
Yeah, you ain't know that?
Hey,
no,
man,
I didn't.
Like son.
Like father, like son. New York Beach, salute, man. Appreciate the donation, my brother. Stone C in the building.
Got
What's
also
happening?
culture we got amongst our people. You feel me, man? Our people fucked up just by definition of culture, bro. On the real, we got to stop this shit. Like the way we think, the shit we allow to happen, like shit just keep on going, bro.
Yo, we can't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, y'all. We can't let them. We ain't gonna let them crucify our brother. They didn't do it. He was a DJ. He wasn't a killer.
Yeah, they better hope so. Because I tell you one thing, when you look at it, they getting paid from it already, and they just announcing the killer. Just imagine how much Atlanta, the city, made from all of the accommodations that was given for the thousands of people that came to the city just for the event of the funeral that was held in the arena. Yeah. See, like, let's look at the money. See, I keep telling people, you follow the money, you'll understand what's going on.
And they had to pay. They had to pay like $200 a person to get in the arena, or $400 a person.
Look, bro. They already getting paid from this man's physical absence, and we don't understand the activity of murder and money. That's how they operate. We just the pawns in the game, bro, and we ain't even pawns. Pardon me. We just the board that they playing the game on.
Yo, it's just crazy, bro. Like I said, though, man. We all know and understand that the only way a shot can be called like that is the big boss has nothing to do with it.
Facts. How could you not be afraid to do that in the nigga city?
Oh, go ahead, John.
That's my question, though. Like, what culture we live in? I come from the era, like, you're not doing that in my town, bro, and getting away with that. When you ain't holler at me and us, and we doing what we doing here.
You making this hot for us, nigga. You making it
hot ain't even the word. Nigga, how are you killing what we doing? Because next, you already know what happens next.
Motherfuckers don't want to fuck with us no more.
Shouldn't be involved in.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. And you know what? I know Jay Prince feeling salty right now anyway, because he been in Houston, Texas all his life. 50 Cent been there a couple of years, already got the key to the city.
Yeah. But
who is that? Man. Who got the key?
50
Cent got the key to the city.
I saw that shit. I was like, hell no. Like, 50 pulled that shit off.
Man, 50 got a big house in Houston.
You already know.
Yeah.
He put his foot.
Yo, what you call it told me, Scott told me that the owner of the Houston Texans gave 50 Cent a big ass loft condo or something in downtown Houston.
Damn, man. You gotta realize how big Houston is, bro. Houston like the 4th largest city in the country.
King, we were talking about that.
Y'all make sure y'all check out my brother Gene Dale book. It's called Gene Dale, My World of Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star, The Last Big Night.
Yeah, salute to the big homie Gene Dale.
True.
It's on Amazon, or you can Cash App them $50 and send you a signed autographed copy.
All right.
All right, but now, as we were saying, right, got Cross the Plug. We got our boy Scott, the real estate broker, agent, executive. He will teach you how to buy houses and flip houses.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? We got our boy Stone. No, his name is Mr. Smith. BTBTV is up here.
Smith. Yeah, Mr. Smith is in the building.
Yeah, I hit the wrong email. You know I don't know how to work this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, I hit the wrong email. King said jump on. I just clicked the link and push go. That's right.
Hey, yo.
When Jay made that statement, when Jay wrote that Twitter post I knew somebody was finna get caught up. That was a message to the world. That wasn't a message to the killers.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a message to the world. They already knew who did it that night. I bet he went home, scolded his son, Jay Prince Jr., trying to be something that he ain't. He ain't his daddy. Let's get that straight.
Right.
See, he trying to control gorillas. That's just like my superintendent at work coming to the hood telling us we need to do this and do that. You dig what I'm saying? It don't mix.
It don't mix. I like that.
It don't mix at all, and that's what happened. That's why he walked away like he was some mob boss. See, in his mind, okay, he knew he meant.
That nigga said, hold up. That nigga said, "Don't ask me shit," and walked over everybody.
See, yeah, like who the fuck is this nigga supposed to be?
I don't know who he's supposed to be. It's act. That's just like that little Fed time he did 6 months. Y'all see him getting off the bus like he just really did some time down there.
Like he did some time. I was tripping when he got off. Like
Scott, hold up, Scott, hit that link too, Scott, and y'all hit that like button, man. Get up and hit that like button.
Hit the like button, man. We got some kids
hit that
on
like
the
button,
channel.
share and subscribe, man. Come on, y'all don't cost y'all nothing to hit the like button and subscribe button, man.
Facts.
I have thousands of people in here. Only 10% of people that subscribe to me watch my channel. The other 90% is not subscribed. That other 90% get in here, subscribe, and stop bullshit. If you like the content, show love to the content.
Facts. It's a family affair. We got family on the board. Real family on the pound.
Yo, Scott, hit that link up here because we want to know your position because you live in Houston, bro. We not hear what you guys said, bro. We got a Dallas nigga, we got a Houston nigga up here. Us 3 East Coast niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We run the world right now, but y'all gotta be up here help us run it.
Y'all got a question. Y'all got a question of father-son dynamic of Jay Prince Sr. and Jr. Because when you're a father, bro, your son don't violate your position like that.
Right. It's a true fact.
Like where's
sound like some I want to be you dad type shit.
Yeah, not just the respect, nigga. Where the fear at? Nigga, I really believe in my heart. My sons, they love me and they respect me, bro. But they also fear the element of my manhood.
Yep.
You know damn well, bro, you can't tear my family apart after I done built the empire with some bullshit and be okay.
John, I'm gonna tell you some righteous stuff. That's like with my pops. Like he went to jail all day. I mean, I was around him, but you know how it go, mom and daddy. But anyway, you right about that. Every day I go to work, I'm the loudest person in the warehouse. T ain't finna do nothing. He whoop whoop. But when my daddy stay and do overtime, see, I'm a team lead. But when he do overtime, I ain't no team lead no more. He take my job and I got to do his job. He don't do no work. But like you said, it's an element of fear. Because when he there, I act a certain way. They like, why you ain't yelling and screaming now? Man, y'all see my daddy over there, and I think I'm the biggest thing ever. But it's the fear factor.
That's right.
Like when I used to get in trouble and my daddy had to come back to the hood because he moved to Fort Worth. Man, I would be running through the hood. Every time he on one street, I run to the next street. You know what I mean? I used to think I was the big bad bully, but he show up, it was a fear factor. Yeah, I might be this, but when he come, I gotta hold up. I gotta calm it down because he really that guy. And he scares me. He scares me to this day, and I'm 36.
It's called love.
Yeah.
And it was the love was created from the respect, and the respect was created from the presence of fear. Fear is only used as a threat to your child in order for your child to obey your instructions so that they can live according to your own safety and security. So the fear is that consequence. You know damn well something bad gonna happen to you if you do something bad. So when you go out into the world, you understand that language and you don't become a victim of your own ignorance. So when you say you fear them, you respect them, but that fear and respect is predicated on love. And that's what I'm talking about with Jay Prince Sr. and Jr. Where's the love that Jay Prince supposed to have for his father to protect the family from this type of chaos and destruction?
No, but you know, we got cats out here saying that Jay Prince Jr. was adopted. Man, I don't believe that shit. He got the same last name as his. Huh?
Well,
he look just like Jay. He look just like his daddy. Both.
I mean,
they said
that's something different. Like being raised by your mother in the absence of your father could be a part of that, but outside of that, like there's no way you can be around your son, that type of a man, and you be around your son and your son be around you, and your son usurps this outside influence, bro.
And
You feel
you
me?
know
Like
that, I think the kids got different parents, got different mothers. All of them got different mothers.
Where they might,
so Jay
which give them different personalities, but he probably want to be his father. You ever watch Gladiator, the movie Gladiator? You see how his son Commodus, he wanted to kill the father just to get the position that the father had, but he didn't even qualify to be the position that the father had. You get
the
me?
position the father gonna give to his right hand man, the son.
Because he knew his son didn't qualify to what? Be that guy. And you see it over and over again when people are raised in privilege and entitlement. They do anything to get the position of authority, but they never earned it. So that's what you be looking
at. And Kevin Mack, I don't believe he was adopted. I believe that he's a half brother. I believe he got a different mother than the rest of them. Junior got a different mother than the rest of them. That's why everybody keeps saying he's adopted. He's not adopted. He's a half brother. Because he wouldn't have Jay Prince Jr. His name would be James Prince Jr.
Well, the father carries the bloodline. So if he's of his father, he's his father's son. Simple. And we can't separate anything of that. If he's been raised by his father, then he's his father's son. However, Jay Prince Jr. don't have respect for Jay Prince Sr. if in fact he did what things look as if he had everything to do with. And that's what we should be looking at.
You're right about that, but Junior, if he wanted to be his father, you should have controlled the situation when you heard him arguing. That should have been stopped right then and there. It shouldn't have been no more talk.
The only way to be a good father is to first be a good son.
Yep.
The only way to be a good man is to first be a good boy.
Yes, sir.
See, that's our problem. We don't go through the process. He want to be something that he not. He ain't earned that. He trying to create.
Kevin Mack said the OGs in Houston said that Jay Prince Jr. was adopted. Now I don't believe that, but he got his first name and last name. He might be a half sibling to the other kids. People mistake that sometimes. That adopted and that half sibling. You know what I mean? That sibling was made outside of wedlock. You know. So
he can't be. Him and Jazz look just alike.
Yeah, but when you in the house of the Prince family, bro, that's just it. You're in the house. I don't give a damn if you've been a damn janitor or the butler's son that was raised with Jay Prince. You still got the love of the family, but you got the respect of the father. You don't do crazy shit like that to corrupt the family. Just think, bro. Anybody in his family could get touched anywhere, traveling anywhere, just in retribution of what people may believe that has happened.
They not the mob like that.
You can't stop you can't stop a 19, 20-year-old takeoff fan that want to kill in his name because he was killed. See, we don't look at what reality is. See, I ain't talking about no man that's 35, 40 years old that got everything to lose. I'm talking about somebody that don't even understand life, that thought takeoff was everything in life, and that the way of life now is the gun. So that same kid will go kill one of their kids, which is a grandchild of Jay Prince Sr., based upon what may have cultivated from the activities of Jay Prince Jr. We can't escape culpability or consequence. And when you walk over a man's body like that, bro, that you're supposed to be allies with, and your reaction is with shock and awe, that means your brain is already prepared to see it.
Yep.
And if any nigga been in the street like we have, bro, we know our reaction when we intend for somebody to look a certain way, or when something happens to us around us, to our man, and we stricken with sorrow and hurt and pain, and fear. Because when you holding your boy while he bleeding out, nigga, you know damn well everything in your body is leaving you. and you scared, even though you're in a gunfight. Come on, man. Stop acting like we don't know what that looks like. You don't walk by nobody like that, bro.
Thanks.
So we got to be real with ourselves, man, and be accountable. And
I just think
more people gonna be told on watch. They gonna keep saying it. Well, such and such, such and such, such and such.
Hold up, hey yo, Stone C. I got something to tell you too. We talked about bounty hunter, that bounty hunter nigga. What's his name again, y'all? Nino Cappuccino.
Nino Cappuccino.
Did you know your boy was a rat?
No, I didn't until this morning when I was watching you. I didn't know that. The way he talked, he started the UBN in New York, didn't he? The way he talked.
Yeah. Because UBN started in New York. He said it started in Cali. He said he started in New York. The nigga who started UBN in New York, he came from Cali, started UBN Nation in New York, but he was a rat too.
Like I just said, that's culture breeds that, bro. You know, I wanted to do the worst thing to the man that did that to me, man. When I came home, and my brother looked me in my face, bro, and grabbed my arm in the club when I seen him and said, "Ja, I don't want you going back to prison forever for what a nigga did to you to make you go to prison. It took you away from me to go to prison before. See, I went to prison, my brother didn't. You feel me, bro? Me and my brother was together. We left home together at 13 and 14 years old and was never separated until I was sent to prison. So my brother said, nigga, you allowed that man to see and you allowed that man to hear what the hell you was doing, bro. So it's a part of the game. And if you fall into it, you're going to be taken away from me forever. That prevented me from taking instant physical revenge on the nigga that sat on the stand and told on me after being so-called an allegiance, ally in what we was doing.
Y'all hit that like, share, subscribe, and donate, bro.
When we see a nigga that's going to
share, subscribe, and donate.
All right, what did I do to myself to expose myself to a nigga of that character, bro? Got to take accountability for what we do. So when we interacting with these type people, if you violate the code, that same nigga that snitched, he should be able to accept that shank in his heart or that bullet to the back of the head too as a consequence for what? Telling. See, it all goes around. Just got to be real with ourselves. The law is the law.
The law is the law. Hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, guys. I'm about to get ready to go live at 8:30. I know King about to end this a little soon. Y'all come check me out. I got something interesting going on. Just dealing with, again, on the East Coast. This is about Baltimore. So, y'all interested, come check out the Plug Podcast by Crossyard. I know my King. I already know y'all Kings will be over there, the Blessed Channel. So, everybody in the chat, you ain't got shit to do. Come holler at your boy. Again, salute everybody in the panel. Salute to all your mods. Salute to all the queens and kings, man, to continue to help us build, man. And y'all stay blessed.
Peace.
No doubt, bro. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace. But yeah, like as we were saying though, the real thing about it is now Jay Prince Jr. gotta be held accountable.
Oh yeah.
Because they already told that's why he can't stay in contact with him. He can't have contact with Jay Prince Jr., the Prince family, Takeoff family, or the Boxers family.
So what that means?
That means all them niggas gonna be witnesses for the prosecution.
You gonna be on the stand. The niggas taking a stand.
Niggas taking a stand, bro.
See, it all comes around. See what you gonna do. You gonna tell on him or tell on yourself. But however, how can you take the stand when those involved will then expose you?
Yeah.
So more people gonna tell. Watch.
I think senior fish. I think they gonna use this situation to try to come at Jay, the senior. You know they've been trying to get him forever. I don't know on what, allegedly, but
well, guess what? One thing about him, in this instance, he's not culpable because he wasn't present. See, you can't make me culpable when I'm not physically present. And the only thing if they don't have any electronic evidence, that evidence, if they ain't got none of that, him texting, emailing, translating, that was his order that predated the murder?
Of all
you feel me?
Yo, hold up. Yo, check this out, y'all. Watch out. We're about to go on Nino Cappuccino real quick one more time. Talking down on Chuck Knight. Meanwhile, you were still on his show, shaking my head. Here we go. Yeah. Check this out.
Snoopy from disappointing.
Yo, we gonna rip this nigga. We getting this nigga too, yo.
Dre
Cappuccino. Nino Cappuccino gonna get ripped too. Oh, hold on.
50 doing something.
Oh, we can't do that. Hold on. No, we can't do that. His music playing. That beat playing. Fuck that. They already gonna strike my shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, we go right here. Hold on, get this one. That's why I'm on it. Now they playing the music. I'm like, hell no, you get that shit up out of here. I gotta go back and edit that shit later. But hold up.
Well, you already know he said what he said and did what he did, God. You feel me?
Oh, here we go right now. Check this out.
Before we go, I want to make sure that my fans, my supporters, my 100,000 subscribers plus.
Why you have to put the number on there, man?
You know what I'm saying?
my 100,000+.
Yeah, no, for real. But I want to make sure that my 120,000 plus know who you are, who's saying this. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know, you double OG. You know, this is your history. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that we covering, even in Texas and other states, is really your history.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is you. So where are you from exactly?
Are you asking me that for real, man?
For the people who don't know.
Okay. Well, for the people out there, TV, that don't know, man, my origins, straight up out of the motherfucking gutter, man, of one of the most notorious projects. I'm gonna say this again because when you say certain things on the internet, you got to put emphasis on it because cats go in here, but they be so quick with their feelings. Oh, he said the most biggest and the most notorious only projects in the world. No, dumb. They're one of the most notorious projects that was founded and built in 1955. We have 1,166 housing units. We're the biggest housing projects in Los Angeles. And the most notorious and ruthless, Nixon Guard, bounty hunters. That's where I'm from. 1443 East 114th Street, Unit 867 is where I grew up at. 47 years of my life, man.
Yeah. Did you grow up before the Colors came to California?
I was a part of the Colors. You talking about 82, 81?
Ho. This nigga said he lived in projects 47 years of his life. How old is this old ass nigga?
He's 60-some years old.
Yeah, he's 60. And look how he talk.
Yo, bruh. You know what? I got nothing to say about this nigga. It's over, bruh. Yo, we about to go to my boy Cross Channel.
See, God, you got to recognize this. When you live that life and then you go to prison that long, then you come out, you that age. That's why I keep telling niggas, how you niggas keep claiming y'all did all of this shit and did all of this time, but you niggas still young. See, it's a difference. You feel me? But when you're 60, you know you had to go through that quarter century. The point is, his ass shouldn't be talking the way he should be talking. He should be acting the history of the movement instead of perpetuating the system of it.
John, I'm gonna tell you, just looking at how he talk, he's not the only one. They all talk like that. And I'll be asking, like, you know, the guys that brought it down here and all that, like, how did y'all get attracted by that? Because now I'll be questioning. I'll be like, man, how did y'all fall for that?
Because it wasn't this. It was really community resistance in progress. But we usurped the name and applied it to our own personal cliques that happened when they separated the leadership of the original movement. And now we have 3 generations of that.
Right.
That's how we got to where we at. People stopped being who they were supposed to be originally. Remember, the Crips were just a derivative, a subsidiary of the Black Panther movement. It was just in their neighborhoods until niggas got into their emotions and ignorance, all by design. And that's COINTELPRO. This is how far back the Bloods, the Crips, all of these street organizations go back. Gangsters Disciples, all of them go back to that era of when they were being attacked by them versus us now.
Yo, check this out. We're gonna take it out with Chris Down, BTBT Ain't Fair with Jadakiss, BTBTV intro. Yo, we all going to Cross the Plug channel. So y'all make sure y'all make it over there while we take you out with the songs.
Peace.
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 Lie, King, boy. I love you guys.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jadakiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah.
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah.
Yeah, never off plan. Used to get busy with guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoot you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps, door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast in the gym. Fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
Just ain't fair, man.
BTBTV, the movement will Cross Your Heart, the plug, and the Mac Missiles Eagles Fly High show. We got John in the building, John Muhammad. We got Mr. Smith, BTBTV up in here too. And it's Elliot Stone C. You know what I'm saying?
Mercy to the universe.
Peace to the guys. Peace to the 5% the guys enough. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Rahman to Allah. All the true Muslim brothers and sisters. This is the King of New Jersey. BTBTV, where we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah, Mr. Eastwick. And we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started its own gang like nigga. What?
Yeah.
Peace, y'all. Peace.